What values are most important to you and why do you think they are special?
What values are most important to me? I think trust and love is two most important things that I think is most valuable thing to me. And your question of why do I think it's important?
Yeah.
Because I think the reason why I think those two are important is because it relates to a family. So I think the family and friendship is really important in my life, which means that to keep that relationship happening, I think there's got to be love and there's got to be trust within the relationship.
So second question.
Second question.
How did you start believing in your religion or the values you have today?
Right. So I was born into a Christianity family, which means that we believe in Jesus and Jesus Christ and God, but into a Catholic family. So I went to a Christian school. I went to services and mass on every Sunday, every weekend, and we joined the community of Catholic community as well. So that's how I started believing my religion. And your second question of what's the second part of the question?
Or not, there's no second part
Oh,
of the
okay.
question. So third question.
Third question.
Have you ever had doubts, second thoughts, recon and about your beliefs or values? If so, how do you overcome them?
About my beliefs about love and trust. Do I ever had doubts on those? Well, yes, of course. So a lot of the times the friends have lied to me. Some of the friends have tricked me into doing stuff. They and I didn't really trust them. But when I try to keep that relationship, I think the trust has become so important. If I don't trust them anymore, they're not that my friends anymore. If I don't trust you, then I think it's going to be hard to having a family relationship. So, that is, sometimes I don't trust people. Sometimes I think if I tell them to do something, they might do something else. But if I lose that trust, I will also lose that relationship. So the important thing is trust and relationship, I think, has to come together. And if I lose that trust, I think I'm going to lose that love. So if I want to keep that love, I need to trust that person. So that's sort of how I try to overcome it to make sure that I can have the both rather than have that one single value in my life.
What traditions or celebrations do you follow that reflect your values or beliefs?
I think there's quite a lot of celebrations. I think birthdays, some of them to make sure that we celebrate the ones we love, Christmas, and just the usual holidays that we go on holidays together. Those are some of the celebrations as well. But I think probably the biggest one is the Christmas, that we spend time as a family. We make sure that we share all the things that we've done over the year, and we also we communicate and make sure that we share the love across the family as well. So it's not just a specific one person birthday celebration, but as a family, I think that is a really good celebrations that we do every year to make sure that we embrace my beliefs.
So, in addition,
Mm-hmm.
what part do you like the most about Christmas?
What part do I love about the Christmas? Presents. What else do I love? Presents. That's probably the best things I love about Christmas. Second is it's snowing. Not in Australia, but in Korea, it's snowing.
What if it's not?
What if it's not? Well, presents. And it's holidays. We get to go on trips, we get to go on holidays. There's no school, there's no work. We celebrate. And there's usually yummy food as well. And like I said, there's also a time to spend as a family, and we give.
Give what?
We don't just receive gifts, we also give receives. The joy of giving.
What is a value or belief that you think everybody should have and why?
What belief and value I think everybody should have?
Yeah.
I think everybody should have honesty. Sometimes honesty may, actually, I think giving is what everybody should have. Sacrificing and giving is what everybody should have. Why? Because I think that will help each other to understand and make sure that it helps each other to go through some of the problems or the joy and share some of the things that other person is going through, to make sure that while you're giving your emotions, your gifts, your values to other people, they will also try to embrace it as well. Sure, it's a sharing of your value across the world. I think is probably the most important thing, which I think that everybody should have.
So, do you think you should sacrifice for a person that you hate?
Should I sacrifice for someone that I hate? I think probably I hate that person because I didn't sacrifice enough. And it's not about I hate someone, maybe that person hates me too. So if we both have that together of sharing and caring and giving, I think that sort of hatred relationship wouldn't exist. But to answer your question on should I sacrifice for someone I hate, it's a tough question. I think I should, but I probably won't.
So, last question.
Mm-hmm.
How do your values help guide your decisions in daily life?
How does my beliefs make a better decision in my life? Well, as I mentioned before, family, love, trust is becoming I think is the most important thing in my life as a value, which means that I think responsibility as a part of the community, part of the family, is becoming most important piece as well. Which means I want to take that responsible to act responsible, to make sure that I do the right thing, and that right thing is shown as an example across the family and the people I love as well. So yes, that's how I think it impacts my daily life decisions.
So, the interview is over.
Mm-hmm. All right. Good job to Dad.